Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for game number 4. We are one game away from completely losing, botching it, and it's all going to go downhill. There's 2 maps to pick from. I'm looking at this going, what should I go? What works here? What's going to be able to save me? He's got Shenong. He's got Hades. He's got Thor. I just did a game against Fushi where I got absolutely brutalized by Yatsa. And I said, you know what? Let's not pick Norse. I'm going to pick Poseidon. Giza, nice open map, good for raiding, should be. He could pick Shenong here, and Poseidon into Shenong should be okay. You got Atalanta to try and actually punish some overextension from any sort of myth units. Also has a good late game, though Shenong probably wins the late game, but you can probably find some wins before then. Versus Thor on Giza, there is room for Hippias Centaur to control and make life difficult for the Thor player. Against Hades, well, let's talk about it in the game. So we picked Poseidon. Let's talk about it in the game. Bam. Oh, I haven't got the game up. That's a mistake right there. We've got some production quality issues going on right now. So yes, we are playing against Hades. I believe it was this game. All right, we are playing against Hades, and I better do a flipperoonie here. We are not 2-1. We are 1-2, and we got Poseidon versus Hades. All right, so effectively over the past week or two, I have been trying everything under the sun to work out what one town center ideas work. And let me tell you, Poseidon versus Hades, I came up with nada. 0. Zip. Hades does not take any damage early, and there's nothing you can do. At least that's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. So I go, all right, I will exert some pressure with the Centaur, forcing Soup to have to play more defensively than he wants to. I know that Soup is going to go for a fast Volta Variabus build, a later advance. I know that I can't get any damage done. So I'm not going to build a hero. I'm not going to build anything. I'm just going to go straight for my town center, and this will net me a slight eco advantage over his later advance time. At least I think it does. I actually don't know. So Hades going for the Volta Variabus build. If I can get my town center up maybe like 30 seconds, 30, 45 seconds fast. Ooh, what is this guy doing? He's having an interesting time. 45 seconds faster than the Hades player. Then we account for the Volta Variabus. If you get out a minute faster, then we are going to be able to recoup the losses or the eco difference. And we're going to be able to play a game here. On top of this, late game, it probably favors Hades, but to what extent? I don't really know. Maybe, just maybe, Poseidon is okay in the late game. I don't really know. But this map here, it is what it is. So we're scouting out. I'm scouting out on my back. I kind of know that there's something back here. I'm sending my goat back. The spawn for Giza is either going to have some sort of a cliff behind you, or it's going to be open behind you. If it's open behind you, then you know that there's going to be hunt and a gold mine here. If it's not, if there's a cliff there, then obviously there's nothing there. So you can tell with the goat. I see the zebra. This gives away that this is a back gold mine spawn, which is again very, very good for the Hades player. We're going to be advancing nice and quick here. I think I advanced a little too quick. Maybe. You can see that my gold and my wood coming up here going to be a little bit on the slow side, but I also want to make sure that I force him to use sentinels. This is important. it is important for me to force him to use Sentinels. I'll talk about it. Why not? So Hades has got access to Fortress plus. We confirm everything over here. Hades has got access to Fortress plus Sentinels, so we can Underworld Fortress Sentinels. And that's just really, really strong. Putting that anywhere on the map effectively means that I don't get to touch that area of the map. And yeah, it's very, very tough. So I'm going to run out here, and effectively all I want to do is force Sentinels. And then, in hindsight, once Sentinels is forced, I should just run. There's nothing I can do with this center. Maybe hang out on the back here. We'll see what we can do. I'm busy trying to get my town center up over here, so put my centaur out ready to go in. I see a wall coming up over here. I should have ran up here and actually started shooting that villager, but I don't think I noticed. I run in onto this side. He drops sentinels, and I go, okay, time to leave. Goodbye. I take a shot from that sentinel, and my centaur is hurting a little bit, but we're just poking in and just seeing, dodging some arrows if we can, seeing what we can see. He's got an Ajax here. He grabs Scales of Echidna. Not the biggest of deals for this one. We're not really going to be pumping too many myth units, and we get our town center up. And following this, I thought, you know what would be something that makes some sense here? Possibly a stable. If I go for a quick stable here, I might be able to deny a second town center. He's obviously scared that my centaur's out. He's not going to be able to... Well, maybe he will. He gets his Achilles out. And I go, okay, so Achilles is out. We're all good. Let's pull back and think about our life choices. So I can't do anything here. I see that he's not on either of the town centers. And I go, okay, so if we get some Hippias out, I can deny a town center. That's my current thought process at the moment. So we're on our second town center now. We're going to be getting a little bit of a villager advantage. And after all is said and done, I don't know exactly what happened, but I kind of expect it to be in front on villagers right now. But I think due to the villager change, the math on this doesn't really work. So I don't know I don't know how far behind I am, how far in front I am right now. In terms of economy, I think I'm just behind in all ways, shapes and forms. He's coming in to get some scouting. He sees me building a stable. And all that other good stuff. Over onto this side, Minotaur coming through. So I see that one there. I got to get out my Atalanta and deal with it. At this point, we're just trying to trade some HP here. This isn't bad for me at all. I've got to have this technology that I can get out of my stable here to get my Hippias back up to full HP. So making some trades on the Hippias is really not a bad thing. And after that, as long as we keep him alive, it's fine. We run him back into the main base, get him away from there. We queue up Lord of Horses, and I've got it pre-queued, and we're pushing back. All good. So from here, it looks like I've got one villager advantage, and he went for a village center. Now, I don't know he went for a village center. I can tell you I went for a village center here. I don't know he went for a village center. I'm checking town centers, left, right, and center. If he goes for a village center, I'm fine. If he stays one town center, he's trying to do a cheese, fine. Right? Both of those things. I forced sentinels, so Underworld Fortress is less of a problem. If I pump units out, I'm going to be able to deny the fortress to some degree. He's not going to be able to just do it. He charges in with a Minotaur here. I don't know how I screwed this up, but I did, and he gets a villager kill. I'm very upset. From here, I'm just trying to block the Minotaur. I don't manage to do so, but he doesn't have another headbutt for a little bit, so we're all good. But he does get some significant damage done here, unfortunately for me. Meanwhile, still checking out all across the map. I can't get onto this back hunt is my thought process. I know that he's here because he's got a wall. I need to have a fairly significant amount of units to actually get in onto that. So I can build out a couple more Hippias and try and exert some pressure. Meanwhile, up onto the top, picking off an Ajax and everything else and just trying to limit his vision or whatever. It seems to make some sense. I got my Atalanta over here trying to hunt this this Minotaur. I do spot it, and we can snipe him. So happy days. And then I managed to get my Centaur in, and I actually realized there's a hole here, so we run by with the centaur. I'm thinking, well, maybe I don't run in onto that. Maybe that's the idea. He looks like he's going to kill my Theseus. I'm checking out, and I see, okay, village centaur. All right, so it's not a cheese. We just have to play a good game here. That's basically what I'm thinking. Just play a good game, and we'll see what happens. Time to go to the next age. I've got a hefty amount of units out, a hefty amount of population advantage. I can exert some pressure on the map, prevent him from getting out here. Need to make sure I get my Pegasus and my scouting going so that he can't just pop out anywhere onto the map. I poke my head in here. Bit of a mistake. Can't really do anything inside the Hades space. He hasn't grabbed himself watchtowers, so I probably could have put a little bit more pressure on here, but nonetheless, at this point, I know what I'm up against. So get to the next age and sort it out from there. So even if I'm a little bit later, it doesn't really matter. I just need to get the economy sorted, get some military buildings, get some military academies as well. And basically we can go into Hippias of Haspist for a little bit, make some sense. Gonna grab myself Winged Messenger. Probably a mistake to some degree to grab this one at this point. Probably could have gone a little bit faster to the next age, but that's okay. Getting some farms down. It's kind of dangerous to go out and eat this food. I want to be out onto this food and this food, but it is a little dangerous at the moment. I don't really know what's happening. Now I see him in the heroic age. It's even more dangerous because he can just underworld onto that stuff. So I decide we're not going to send any villagers out here. We're just going to sit nice and safe and get farms and all that other stuff. And we're going to advance. Now, at this point, I thought, what is he going to do that is going to be so scary? And I thought, Underworld with a whole bunch of units and then I'm going to die. Was kind of my thought here. So I thought Aphrodite. In hindsight, I think this was a mistake. I think I should have gone for Dionysus. And if he wants to go for the Underworld play, no worries. We'll come over bronze. He'll run away. We'll kill the Underworld. We're equal. Whereas if he doesn't go for the Underworld play, I'm just sitting here with a curse that's not that useful. So yeah, basically. I need to like secure all the gold mines. Now, I want to make a point right now. At the moment, I'm looking at the map and I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold mines. Let me pause. I clicked this here. There's 2 gold mines at the top. All I can say is shit happens. So I see him trying to drop the fortress here. I'm going to say, great, no worries. Let me kill off some units. Let me stop him from getting out onto the map. I don't want to allow him to do this. Force him to use something else. I'm going to kill off the Ajax, pull back, get some more damage here, and just looking for map control. Hippias down to the bottom. We're checking out this settlement, making sure that he's not on this hunt, making sure that he's not on this hunt here. I got my Pegasus over here just in case he sends anything onto this way. I'm trying to see as much of the map as I possibly can. I got my Atalanta over here. My units are over here. I should be a little bit further pushed forward onto this so that he can't grab this gold mine with a sneaky fortress here. But even if he does, I can probably attack it at the moment. Anyways, Hippias coming down to the bottom side here. And one unit here that I'm missing really badly is this bad boy. I dropped my fortress up onto this gold mine. So now my gold is safe to any underworld attacks. So happy days here. And we're back onto this one. I want to make sure that my back gold mine is not mined for as long as possible so that if we do happen to need to get pushed back, it's going to be fine. I see him sending villagers over onto this side, and I'm going to start killing him. Unlucky for me, I sent Hippias this way. If I didn't and I left them all in the middle, I would have had a lot of units to come down here. Soup reacts nicely. He's not playing too greedy. He knows that I saw him, and he's going to pull back. I see his army over here, and I just want to kill off any villagers I possibly can. Anything here. So we get one, and now it's time to just retreat out. Happy days. I push in onto this. I do have my Atalanta here, but my Nemean Lion gets caught, doesn't stun, and now I'm trying to take down the Manticore here, but it's just not happening. I lose my Centaur as well. This is really, really bad. Did not manage to kill off a Manticore. Did not manage to kill off anything. I see his hoplites. I'm like, okay, we're going in onto Paspis. We're making units here. I'm looking for some control and all the other good stuff. I'm keeping a unit back here. I probably can leave those heavy hippies down the bottom, but I'm a little bit worried. I've only got the Atalanta at the moment. I need some more heroes to deal with the Manticore. But yeah, for the moment here, we can just sit on this spot, sit on this spot, and we're sort of good. Now, unfortunately, all of that juicy map control and vision I had set up is now gone. Where's my Pegasus at? I don't know where I sent it. I might have died. I don't know. But I missed... I'm not sitting this position anymore, which I think is really, really bad. I'm trying to see this, trying to see this. The longer this game goes on, I know he's on Village Center, right? The longer this game goes on, the further in front on economy I should be getting. I'm also getting raids, I'm getting villager kills, so I'm feeling like I'm in a really good spot right now. So I keep pumping units, and I'm going to try and just control these gold mines, because this is what I think is here. I think I got a gold mine on the bottom I got to worry about. No worries. I've got my units over there. If I can control the middle, that's 2 gold mines for me. And maybe if he grabs this gold mine, it's 1 gold mine for him, and that's fine. So I'm going to be up 2 gold mines. I do see the hoplite running forward here. This doesn't really do much for me. He sends villagers out onto this side. I got my hippias here to start getting damage done. And I start moving down to the bottom side of the map here. Kill off a couple of villagers. Fantastic. And his red army comes up onto this side. And I go, oh, crap. He snuck by. I got a ceasefire. I got good villagers, but I have to ceasefire. And what's the problem with the ceasefire right now? Well, this means he is going to be able to get out onto the map. I don't know if he does it immediately or not. It looks like he doesn't, but he can now start to think about moving forward here. I should have bailed on this spot completely. There's no reason for me to need a fight here. But I come back. I think I got a good army here. I got 17 Apaspis versus these hoplites. I got the hippias to tank up against the Manticore. Charging my Atalanta in to take out the Manticore over here. He drops restoration. No problems. My army is so much stronger than his, right? But where are my heroes? Theseus making the slow movement over here, and while my population is staying okay at the moment, I don't actually win this fight, which was a complete shock to me. And I think the reason I didn't win the fight is because I didn't have my heroes out. But he's now stuck in here. I walled him in, so at the very least I'm going to be able to come over here and clean everything up. So we come over, we take out the Manticore. Going after the next Manticore, that one's going to go down as well. The Hypaspis will be able to clean up the rest of those hoplites, and we're sort of good to go here, right? This is quite fine. My heroes for some reason not on the Manticore. That was a mistake, but all good. So we're actually totally fine here. Now, I need to do better on this, but I'm building Hypaspists here, and he sees me building Hypaspis. He throws a fortress up. I missed the fortress. I was too slow. I got to come back. I missed the fortress. Bugger. I need to do better on this. I'm building Peltast. I haven't seen any Toxotes yet. He wants to build Toxotes to kill off my Hypaspis. So I just want a couple of Peltast out, right? That's my thought process. Anyways. We're going to take out the hoplite here. And I'm going to get my fortress up is my plan, and I'm going to start sieging this fortress. I'm trying to get myself this Divine Blood tech as well, so I can build it even quicker. Seeing the buildings coming up here on the front. I'm raiding down onto the bottom here just to check. I mean, I didn't need to send all these units down here. This was stupid. I got a Pegasus here. Just go and check it. But anyways, at this point, I was thinking he can't go to the Mythic Age. How is he, like, he can't. He just can't. He's not able to go to the Mythic Age now. This isn't gonna work. So I gotta sit here and siege. He's gonna spam units. He's gonna be able to defend. If I try and push, I can't push. So I can't do anything, right? Now I got my Petropolis out. We start sieging. I need to be attacking the fortress here. I get a wall up so that he can't just dive in and kill my Petropolis. I can just get a gate here. We can sort of sit in here and move back and forth. No problems. I'm getting fortified town centers here. And we kill off the archery range, and we can start pushing forward. It's really hard to control these catapults. I'm not going to lie, they're really annoying. I'm going to try and get another fortress down here on the front. And right now, I need to go. I need to attack. But I don't see his army. I don't know what he's doing here. And He sends his Petropolis in, and now we have to almost fight this. I charge forward here. He drops sentinels, and I see his army. I see half, and I don't know how much it is. I see half of it. I go, okay, he's building units. That's what I mean, of course, he's building units. And now he's got 4 Petropolis out. I can't push in. I'm sitting in this really, really awkward spot now where I can't really do anything. I now see the army, and I go, well, I have to push. I can push, right? I can see the army. He's so far behind me. Like, there's no way this doesn't work. I have to push. I see the army. He hits the Mythic Age, and I go, I gotta push. I have to. That now or never. I went full pop here. I was caught out to some degree. So I go, okay, we push. We go. All right, let's go. Let's attack. I charge forward. I got 12 Peltas to have to deal with 3 Toxotes. Huge blunder from my part. Petropolis now sieging down the fortress. I have 5 Petropolis here to kill the fortress off. We're getting serious damage. I got another Petropolis to come down, but my army melts. And these Peltas are absolutely useless. I kill the fortress, yay! But he's now heavy hoplites. He is now equal on pop. He is now getting himself fully armored up. I have okay armory upgrades at the moment, but basically it was do or die on that moment. And now we are in absolute chaos. I need to get Mythic Age. I need to defend. I will get out a whole bunch of heavy infantry here from the fortress, but however much that's going to do, not that useful anyways. Throwing away my Prodromus here, or my militia here. Time to retreat back and try and muster up another army. Super's still building a whole bunch of hoplites. So I go, okay, well, if we can mix in some Toxotes here, then Toxotes pacifist against majority hoplites might be okay. Trying to take out the Colossus in the middle of the map. So great. Retreat back. One little idea I probably could have gone for here is snuck villagers forward nice and early here and just tried to grab this gold mine out of sight, out of mind. But given now I've given all of this time over to Soup, he's now got a plenty vault, which is 12 villagers. He's got Vaults of Erebus, which is 2 villages. So even though I hit 100 villages first here, I'm going to be going to the Mythic Age relatively soon. I don't even know if I can. I got so many resources. I'm trying to get there, but the food is just not coming in. And I go, I got to build units, otherwise I'm just going to die here. Soup charges in. My army melts yet again. That's just what happens when you're down tech. I mean, I think I was maybe equal on military pop, but doesn't matter. I got my watchtowers out. I killed his siege, and we do sort of slow him down a little bit here. But yeah, I have to pump units out of everything. Whole bunch of pacifists, Toxotes, and I look over at my archery ranges as well. I've only got 2 archery ranges at this point, which is not ideal, but I wasn't planning on building archers sort of at all here. It's mostly just to pacifists and cavalry with a handful of Peltas. Anyways, I try and pump out a whole bunch of military buildings to try and stay alive. Soup is maybe over pushing a little bit at the moment, but I'm sure behind this he is setting up a fortress and more military buildings in the middle and expanding his sort of advantage. And I'm running out of gold as well. And I go, what do I do? What's my plan? Okay. I go, okay, my plan here has to be, I got to get a gold mine because there's only this gold mine here. If I can break through this, I might be able to get through here. We might be able to get through here. So I get up through Hephaestus and I go, no, Hephaestus is not going to work. I cancel Hephaestus and we go Artemis. Idea is I got 117 favor. If I get to Hephaestus, I will be able to make Chimera. And the Chimera will be able to break through this army. Earthquake to break it down. I'll move forward. I'll take the position back. And we're going to be able to play somewhat of a game with Artemis archers to sort of help us underneath our fortress. And even though we don't have the plenty vault, which is a big advantage for Soup, that's got to be our best shot here. But we're now up to nearly full population. Soup's got himself a second town center at the back. It's still 2 town centers apiece here. I got fortified town centers, so I do have a little bit more population than he does. at the moment, but we definitely just need to sit back and wait, get to this next age. I've got to mark it now. I'm going to try and sneak forward, and I think unfortunately Soup got these walls up and I was a little bit too late to get into here. I see the town center going up, so I don't have a lot of options. I go, all right, maybe I can sell resources and throw a fortress up, and maybe we can start doing something from this position inwards. I don't really know. So getting myself at least bronze weapons so I can be only one tier behind. If I'm one tier behind, we're okay. And I start to look to push forward. I think I'm just panicking a little bit here because I know I need to break. I see the fortress. I'm like, okay, so I can't really attack there just yet. But I need to make something happen here. He sees my fortress up. He's going to come in and clean it up. And okay, no worries. It gives me a little bit of time. Have to run my villages. And I get some militia here. I probably shouldn't be fighting this as I go into the Mythic Age. So I run my villages, get some militia here. That's a bit of an extra boost, but I take a little bit of a fight, try and bail out on this spot, and we will hit the Mythic Age. Now, immediately, I need to grab poison arrows, which costs 300 gold, 30 favor. Don't have that, so I have to sell a whole bunch of wood, which I can sell. So I do have this opportunity here. So I do that. At least I'm getting my champion infantry. Trying to get out the Chimera right now as well. Getting some good damage done onto these units. Happy days. Earthquake into the center. I still don't... I got my Shafts of Plague coming in at the moment, but it's 40 seconds. That's a long time I got to wait here. I get the place erased here. No worries. Now it's time to send villagers forward to get my own fortress up in the center. Shafts of Plague still not up. He comes forward, and he has Perseus out. So my Chimera idea is just not going to work. I take a fight way too early without Shafts of Plague. No back kiting here either. Trying to get the fortress up because it's a must. And my army absolutely gets melted. And I am out of gold, out of army, out of hope. And I tap out. GG. So... we lose to Soup here in 4 games. This was as much as it was a frustrating game to play, and I felt like I made a lot of really, really good decisions and one really, really bad decision, and that cost me the game. It was a good game. Well played to Soup. He definitely deserved it. He played a really, really good couple of games here. If I have my time over again, I will, at the very least, try and push. If I make an army in the Heroic Age, just push. Don't let someone get to the Mythic Age because they've got a fortress up. I mean, you can see how much damage the fortress does. It's just not fair. You can't push it. Alternatively, just go Mythic Age myself. Faster. This push over here when he attacked here, I didn't need to fight it. Just don't fight it. Click ceasefire. Go Mythic Age. Plenty Vault. Trap him in with the walls. Get my heroes out. If I won that fight, because if I killed off those Manticores straight away in this fight with 3 heroes, I wouldn't have lost any units. I would have felt much more safe. It would have been really good. But unfortunately, too many bad decisions and could not quite convert here even after a very, very good start, I would say. I think I was in a good position in this one. I think I have my time over and I play against something like this again, we're going to be okay. But the thing is, I think this is like a one-off. I don't think Soup falls for this again. Like, he's fast advance into a town center without any follow-up isn't really something you see from Poseidon. So he's going to scout out for that one. And if he does see a town center getting grabbed, he's just going to go and grab his town center. And then what do? You've got no eco advantage, and the Hades has got all of the advantage with Athena. So I guess realistically, the only possible way that Poseidon should play this matchup now, considering Centaur and Hippias are dead to Crenellations and Sentinels, is probably to go for Ares. Stronger Hypaspist, Cyclops to break down a fortress before the Heroic Age, so you can probably hang out in the Classical Age a little bit longer. They get stronger as well. You can try and snipe the heroes with your hippiest. Heroes can't push through cavalry, so you can kind of micro a little bit and make that work. But yeah, it's all theory crafting, really. I don't really know what I'm doing. I was close here in this specific game, but it's not to be. So we go to the losers bracket to face, spoiler, pause now if you don't want to get spoiled, 3DB. So thanks, everyone. Leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and appreciate all you guys' support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.